From the makers of absolutely nothing comes Turbo Overkilll, a boomer shooter worth your time, at least from the demo. There's up to an hour's worth of fun to be had here, blasting your way through shit, and as you can tell from the gameplay, it's pretty good. It might be a bit disingenuous to say this game was made by complete newbies to the game making scene, as while Trigger Happy Interactive haven't made a game before, their publisher is Apogee. Yeah, that Apogee. The player is Johnny Turbo on a mission to clean up the city of Paradise from its augmented cult members. That's the whole plot, it's perfect. That's probably the most retro thing about this game, to be honest, besides graphics. You don't need any exposition, you're just thrown into a playground and told to kill. In fact, I don't even think you're told to kill, you just do. The first gun you get, or guns rather, are these pistols that rapidly fire at your enemy. There's an alt-fire mode that I didn't find too much use for that comes with it that's essentially Deadeye from Red Dead Redemption. The problem with it is the cooldown after using it. During this time you can't shoot or even change weapons, so you're essentially just left jumping about not doing anything. You then get a shotgun that feels really fucking awesome, but I have terrible aim. That doesn't matter though, because you're introduced to the shotgun at the exact moment you're told about sliding. Usually in games, sliding isn't an integral mechanic of combat. Sure, you get some games where it slows down time, or has a cool animation, or even lets you knock over some enemies if you're lucky. Not here. You get a chainsaw in your leg that just destroys everything. It's possible to play this entire demo without shooting if you tried hard enough. When you eventually upgrade your shotgun to include an alt-fire that makes your shot explosive is when you can really get some use out of it. The strongest enemy in the game will die to like 2 shots from this thing. I feel like it shouldn't, but it does. Then you get these plasma rifles, and when you're first introduced to them they're not all that great, to be honest. You just can deal with enemies way faster and without wasting any ammo. This changes when you unlock the alt-fire mode and drop one of the guns completely. You now fire a bit slower, but your bullets deal an insane amount of damage. This pretty much makes the gun act like the chain gun from Doom Eternal. Finally, you got the double-barreled shotgun. No, wait. The sawed-off double-barreled shotgun. It deals a lot of damage, and it can kill literally anything with one shot if you get close enough. It feels pretty good to use, and even better when you get the alt-fire mode, sticky grenades. Odd choice. It can wipe out most enemies on the screen, but I'd usually choose the shotgun's alt-fire mode over it due to style. Right away, the game made me smile with its music. One of the songs is literally called Halfmetal Hero, which doesn't just sum up the protagonist, it sums up the soundtrack. It's got that same vibe that comes from Doom where it's introducing futuristic synths and production of classic metal. The music's by this guy called Gribblesnap, and he has an insane amount of talent. Over the course of the demo, you can get your own augmentations, cyberpunk style, to enhance your gameplay. These are actually worthwhile augmentations too that cause damage to enemies around you on touching the ground, reduce cooldown of your dashes, and increase the effectiveness of your weapons, including the chainsaw inside your leg. While I love this and I think it's going to be a great addition, I can't help but feel like these shops appear a bit too frequent. Every time you open one it plays a different tune that interrupts the gameplay and slows down the flow, same goes for all the shops. I don't think we really need a shop for ammo. I never had to buy any, I just saved up for augments, but then why could these augments not be bought at the same machine that applies them? Hickley from Doom Eternal's book include a way to tactically stock up on ammo through performing well. The graphical style works for the most part. It has that nice shiny cyberpunk in the rain look to it that almost never fails. It utilises lower poly models and low texture resolutions to contrast with the modern lighting, and I can't help but think of Proteus. I know it might not necessarily be fair to compare two games' graphical styles, but Proteus included way more options for fine-tuning the graphics to be exactly how the player wants it. Though there's no denying that this game is gorgeous at times. To conclude, play the demo. It's free on Steam as part of the next fest. Goodbye.